Hello guys, so this is my first video, so I'm pretty nervous. So we're playing here on Runeberg on Fire, and it is just a standard battle. So, I'm in the E50. It's a really nice tier 9 medium. It's one of my favourites in fact. I still like the T54, it's a good tank, but the E50, I don't know, I just feel like we can do more in it. So we're typically, I'm pretty much going to take the typical medium location on this map. We're just up sort of a smaller town to the east, and I actually have a pretty decent team. I work quite well with this Panther for pretty much the entirety of this game. Me and him gel pretty well, and we start to work it out. So basically, what do you need to know about D50? It's sort of a heavy medium tank. Can snipe as well as brawling. So it's definitely pretty flexible in that regard. You sort of just have to pretty much. What I think you should really do in any World of Tanks game is to work with your team. Always look at the minimap. It's important. More so than actually looking at what's actually going on around you. Look at the minimap. Look at your team's position. Look how the game's playing out. Now I use XVM. This is a 55%er. A lot of people misuse XVM. A lot of people see that and go, this is a win, sort of thing. But that's not guaranteed. And people obviously, they'll get 40%ers and so on. And I've seen people just rage quit straight out, and you're tanked down already, And that's never a good thing. You basically want to use XVM as sort of a gauge of how much you're going to have to do. So in this game, I know I'm going to have to do something. Our top tiers are terrible. You look at that E75 and an M13. If you're, got 14k battles and 17k, and you still only have 40% win rate and 48, you must be doing something wrong. But let's just play out this game. Sort of fast forward here. So as I was saying earlier, you need to really look at the minimap. It's important. You need to gauge the situation always. I'm just going to fix this stuff. So basically, the E50 is a funny tank, In this kind of matchup, this is a really nice matchup for it, and you can actually brawl with this tank. That's something that you really can get away with in E50 and sort of lower tiers, especially when you're top tier in this case. So we're going to head, obviously as I was saying earlier, to the smaller town, and so I just work that position. Sort of fast forward here. Watching the boring stuff. If you can, guys, just leave some feedback down below. What can I improve on? Say the M46 pushing up. He's one of the best players, and the Lorraine. So I'm pretty much going to focus on those guys best I can, because they're the best players on any team. And you typically want to do that. Is you want to look at XVM and look at that and go, right, okay, D50 and Rain are obviously the best players, so I'm going to focus on them when I can. See, I push into this position here. I'm trying to use the bush to get a nice camo, and see I only just get spotted whenever I fire. That 1390 is, I'm trying to take him out as quick as I can. Take a little pop shot there. I'm pretty confident that that one actually went in, but obviously you can't be too sure. So Panther 2 is poking out. Using the same bush, you definitely want to use bushes, and you see that, oh yes, that shot definitely hit the MX. He came out with a lot less health than he went in with. So we're sort of just poking out, taking shots. This is pretty risky because at this stage, I have no idea where the T30 is, or the T95. They could very well be, I know the T95 just got spotted, but they could well enough be over here, and they could have just nailed me. That would have been my game where nailed the PZ SOF, very dangerous tank, lots of gun depression with a big derpy gun. So I'm going to try and focus on this M46 now. I just take a wee pop shot of the Lorraine. Got a nice roll as well. The important thing about this gun is it has really nice DPM. 390 average damage, which is always nice. The penetration's not too bad either, 220. Gets some APCR rounds with 270mm of average penetration. So you definitely do need to make use of those. A lot of people complain about using gold ammo, but if you're in a situation where it's a difference between winning the game or not, then I would use it, so we just nail this lower aim. I don't understand this guy, why he did that. There was no reason for him to reverse out there. And now he just gets absolutely nailed for it. The E50 gets spotted, and Panthers decided to drive in front of us. But this is something that you can do in the E50, which not an awful lot of tanks can do, is you can actually nail weak points from, this is easy, say 300 meters, maybe 400 meters plus. Actually nail weak points pretty reliably with this gun. It's one of the most accurate guns in the game. Used aim, nails a couple of pull back. Didn't get spotted for it as well, which is nice. Nail him again, pull back, and just keep repeating this until he is dead. Turns to the side and just pretty much guarantees me the kill. The situation is actually not looking too bad, sort of even really. I know the guys in the town, so we just take out the ISA. The situation actually looking really good now. So I'm just trying to nail that M46 to get a shot. Not really well aimed, to be honest. Should have aimed out a lot more than I did. So we just nail. It's pretty unfortunate about that shot. Maybe should have aimed it a bit better. And that's it. At this stage I'm going to push up because the T30, all those guys are spotted in town. Just start working over as Pat. He's one of our best players. I need to get him out. Nail him sort of in the upper hull, lower plate area. The M46 armor's not really all that great. That shot was really poorly aimed. I should have just shot him in the side of his tracks there and not his lower plate. This is really poorly aimed. And I pay the price by getting a miss and obviously taking a round as a result. So you can see here, he nails me just pretty much in the lower plate, which is exactly where you want to shoot E50. Right in the lower plate every time. We just nail him. Now the Tiger 2 at this stage, his fate is sealed. Guaranteed. And at this stage, they still have big TDs that are on pretty good health in the time. At M103, it's puts up a fight, but at the end of the day, he's up against a T95 and T34. He's pretty much done for. I try and push up to give him some support. It's not going to matter. And I see the IS-3 and 30 there, and I'm going to have to be careful when I approach this. I take a shot, the T34, take off his tracks, but I just back off because, you know, even the Panthers tell me to back off as well. That was pretty unfortunate not to go on. I aimed right for his lower plate and it hit. But at this stage, just back off, nail the IS-3, take him out of the fight. And in this situation, I think I made a bit of a mistake here. If that T95 and T34 pushed around the corner, that was a stupid shot to take. The superstructure of the 30 is pretty damn decent. It's not like the Jag Panther 2, that its superstructure is good, but it's not as good as the 30. The 30 superstructure is very strong. I kind of need APCR rounds to reliably pen that, and that's exactly what I use here. That was a pretty aimed shot. I should never have fired that. It's just a donkey play. I need to save these APCR rounds. I'm more worried about that T95 than anything, so I just nailed for his flat upper hull part. He nails me, of course. I think he might have nailed me right for the lower plate. Yes, he did, right for the lower plate. Ferdy knows what he's doing. See, I'm just for superstructure here. Shot hits in that dead IS-3 wreck by the looks of things. It's unfortunate. Luckily I managed to pull it back, and the 30 only has my tracks exposed. You see how I'm angling here? I'm angling the tank at pretty much 35 degrees to basically increase the chances of me bouncing the 30. See, I'm superstructure here, I get a really high roll. That is almost max roll. I think the max roll on this tank is 4, possibly. That was a stupid shot to take there. It wasn't when Panther nails him. And that is the situation. You can see those guys are all the enemy teams, remaining tanks, are heading for cap. We got our 1390 capping right now. He's on 57%. But they have 3 guys. They can out cap us any day of the week. And this is where I start to rush back. And this is important. You need to look at the mini-map, gauge the situation, and be aware of what's going on around you. I noticed the mini-tab. Panther takes the long way around. He's not gonna have a chance to get into the party, and this is where I have to rush forward. So I've done a little bit over 4k damage at this stage, which is quite nice, quite respectable. And we're pretty much just rushing forward. At this stage, I'm just going to YOLO in. I got no choice. They are about to cap. I need to get in and nail one. I see the T30, he's not looking my way. Nail him right in the sides there. Get tracked. Lucky enough, the tracks ate the shot. And that's where I take a shot from the T95 and I just nail the T34 just in time, a split second more, and that would have been over. And we win the game. So the E50. So a pretty decent game overall in the E50. Pick up a decent amount of credits, experience. That was our first win for the day. Pick up the Defender medal, which is nice. Put in 5,500. Obviously, some of those blind shots went in. Panther did a really good job as well. As well as some people on the enemy team. M46. Unfortunately, didn't really actually get an awful lot of credits because we spent a lot on APCR rounds. Gold scrub. Thanks for watching.